stations, please stand by for the net. Good morning. This is Cycle 1 of the ARRL Western Massachusetts Traffic Net. This net meets Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. on the Nobar Mount Greylock K1 FFK 146.910 repeater. The purpose of this net is to handle any messages between cities and towns of Western Massachusetts and to provide liaison to the first region net that meets on 3.948 kilocycles at 1:45 p.m. local time. This is a directed net. Please do not break the net unless you have emergency or priority traffic. Please do not leave the net without first informing the net control station whenever possible. Your net control station today is Kilo Foxtrot 4 Lima Hotel KF4 LHH. My name is Marlene and I'm in North Adams, Massachusetts. At this time, are there any stations holding emergency or priority traffic? Please call net control.
K1 FFK.
Okay, we're now looking for our first region net liaison station, AB1TC Paul.
I think he was going to go to the hospital or something this morning, Marlene.
Okay, Obi, thanks so much. Okay, well, with that, we're looking now for any stations holding traffic or announcements for the net.
And here be November 1 Quebec Oscar Victor N1 QOV. I am running commercial power. Commercial power, I'm in Pittsfield. I have no traffic for the net. We'll do the long announcements, probably break it into two parts. Back to net.
Okay, Obi. Okay, with that, we'll go to any and all stations that wish to check into the Western Massachusetts Traffic Net. Please call now.
This is NXBI Commercial Power No Traffic. This is Kilo Bravo 1, Yankee Echo Oscar, Mario in Sandusville, Massachusetts, using commercial power, battery backup, in no traffic. Good morning to everybody on the net.
This is November 1, Mike Whiskey, Juliet Ellis, solar photovoltaic, battery power, New Ashford, no traffic.
No traffic. Good morning, Marlene. Good morning to everybody on the net.
This is KB1 JOA, name here is Phil,
jump in here and say after N1XBI, there were 2 stations and you were breaking up really bad. Could you come back with your call signs?
Here is November 1, India Papa Zulu, Don, Mobile, and Templeton. Battery powered. Good morning, Marlene. Good morning to the net.
Okay, there were a couple of stations I didn't quite get, so if you don't hear your call sign, please call me back on that. First we had N1QOV, Obi, N1XBI, Ramon, N1IPZ, Don, KA1JOU, Ken, KB1YEO, Mario, N1MWJ, Ellis, and KB1JOA, Phil. So if you don't hear your call sign, you need to come back with it because you were breaking up.
This is Kilo Charlie 1, Alpha Echo Oscar, Rich in Ludlow, Massachusetts. Commercial power, no traffic. Good morning, Marlene, and good morning to the net. This is Kilo Charlie 1, Bravo, Mike Oscar. First name's Bill, Billy, Pittsfield, battery power. Good morning, Marlene. Good morning to the net. Here is Whiskey Alpha 1, November, Tango, India. The name is John, the QTH is Northampton. I'm running commercial power. Good morning.
Okay, Net would like to recognize KC1AEO Rich, KC1BMO Bill, and WA1NTI John. Good morning to you all. Okay, with that, I'll go back to Obi now with your announcements. Go ahead, Obi.
Okay, thanks, Marlene. N1QOV. I'm going to break it up into 2 parts because I'll do the whole. What we got here? Newcomers Roundtable tonight, 7:30. Tonight, 7:30. This repeater, all are welcome. Newly licensed hams, upgraded hams, and old timers alike. This is usually held the first and third Mondays of the month. Also, the Races Emergency Net is on tonight. Around 80 meters, starting at what, 6:45, I think. I don't have it in front of me, but anyway, you can probably check it out at the Massachusetts Emergency blah blah something or other. Or if you need information, I can give you the site. Also, Hamfest, Nobark Hamfest, 24 August this year. 24 August. Save up your pennies and dimes and throw all the extra stuff in a box. What we got for Hamfest flea markets? The MIT thingy is third Sunday of the month, April through October. So third Sunday, MIT Hamfest flea market. It's coming up 7th tonight. Tonight at Berkshire Medical Center. Skywarn Training. Skywarn Training. No, this is, I'm sorry, May. 7th of May, Skywarn Training at Berkshire Medical Center in Pittsfield, 7 p.m. until 9 p.m. If I'm getting anything wrong, someone admonish me. Also, 29 May, Skywarn Training in East Longmeadow. Per the Nobark website, which is up again, Rookie Roundup is back on the schedule for the 20 of April, 20 April, Rookie Roundup. How am I going to do this? Let me get the classes over in New York. Okay, here we go. This is going to be a little long, and I'll try not to time out. The Rip Van Winkle Amateur Radio Society and the East Chatham Fire Company Incorporated are co-sponsoring a technician licensing course to be held at the East Chatham Firehouse on April 26th and May 3rd and 4th. The textbook is to use is the ARRL Ham Radio License Manual, Level 1. Students are required to supply their own textbooks, which is the ARRL Amateur Radio License Manual Level 1. The April 26th session will run from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. May 3rd session will run from 8 a.m. to noon. The May 4th session will begin at 1 p.m. with a VE session scheduled to begin at 4 p.m. I know it's not much training, but probably grab a book if you're looking to be licensed, and we'll have some. Yeah, they have online exams you can practice. Just Google ham radio license exams on the air. And what was the firehouse is at 14 Frisbee Street in East Chatham. I know you're not writing this down, but okay, if you need a contact person, it's Wayne, common spelling, K2WG, Kilo 2 Whiskey Golf, at Kilo 2 Whiskey Golf at ARRL.net to register or for further information. Again, K2WG, K2WG, K2WG at ARRL.net.
K1FFK.
Let's see what we got in front of us. The passes of the ISS, all passes, visible or not, I'm not sure. This evening at 1906, 2041, and 2218, and 2356. Roughly every hour and a half. Let's get back to net, Marlene, and see if we can do some check-ins, then I'll continue with my insanity.
Okay, Obi. Thanks for those announcements. Okay. Any and all stations that would like to check into the Western Massachusetts Traffic Net, please call now.
This is Kilo 1 Tango Tango Tango, Dave, mobile, battery powered in Dalton, Mass. With an announcement, unless nobody already did it.
Okay, Dave, go ahead with your announcement.
Okay, starting tomorrow night, 8 p.m., W1AW Stroke 1 will be on the air. HF will be from my station. We have separate stations that are going to be doing satellites and also EME on at least 70 centimeter and 23 centimeter. I'm not sure about 2 meter EME yet. I am still looking for operators to come up for VHF and UHF at my station. 6 meters and 2 meters mostly, sideband, CW, RIDI, FM, whatever you want to do, except repeaters. I guess that's it. K1TTT.net has more info, and contact me. I'll be in here for another 20 minutes or so anyway. Back to net. This is K1 Triple T.
All right, thank you, Dave, for that information. And with that, we'll call out for any more stations wishing to check in to the Western Massachusetts Traffic Net. Please call now. I guess not. With that, I'll go back to Obi. You can finish your announcements, Obi. Go ahead.
Okay, thanks, Marlene. I don't know, your voice usually. Anyway, Dave might have wanted to mention, don't come in from the Windsor side. Get a hold of somebody before you try to get to his place, or if you have a 6-wheel drive. Continuing on, what we have here in front of us, Pittsfield weather. They have a hazardous weather condition. I'm not sure what it is. Probably flooding. Fair skies, 44 degrees. It's cloudy right now where I am. Wind is calm, and so forth. What are we in for? Rain starting tonight, continuing until Tuesday. 100 and 80, 100 and or 80% chance of showers tonight and Tuesday, then rain again on Wednesday, and hey, it's springtime, it rains. And they took care of the thingy there. Countdown, 6 days until Passover and 12 days until Easter. I notice people are putting out their Easter decorations, the Easter tree, not the Christmas tree. Things happening in the world events, Earth calendar. If you're working DX, you might want to wish somebody a happy something. Day of Beauty and Mothers in Armenia. I guess that's their Mother's Day. In Armenia, National Mourning, as in being sad, which is Genocide Remembrance Day. In Rwanda, I don't know, that seems like, well, Toussaint L'Ouverture something French in Haiti. Women's Day in Mozambique. And World Health Day International. A little bit of a quandary. Are shots worth it or not? But that's just my opinion. Today, weird stuff we celebrate in the US of A. National Beer Day. And I gave it up. National Beer Day. Have some Coors. Not white Coors. And National Coffee Cake Day. Coffee cake? Well, I got some other stuff. I have peach cobbler. If you're going out, get coffee cake. And finally, I'll try to do this quickly. The Japanese CW contest, 160 through 10. The OKOM, I forget where that is. Sideband of phone, 160 through 10. SKCC, CW, 160 through 6. New Mexico QSO party. Am I in the right place? 13? 12 and 13, yeah. New Mexico QSO party, most modes in 160 through 6. The EU Spring Sprint, CW 80 through 20. Georgia QSO party, all modes and all bands except work, 160 through 6. The Yuri Gagarin, hey, must have been tough going up for the first. CW 160 through 10 and satellites. International Vintage Contest Day, that must be a tube radio or something. All modes 80 and 40. Hungarian Straight Key, is that on Monday? I'm not sure here. 12th and 13th, no, the 13th, the Hungarian Straight Key, CW 80. And that does it, back to net.
Okay, Obi, thank you for those announcements. And let's see. We'll try and call for a few more stations, any and all stations wishing to check into the Western Massachusetts traffic net. Please call now. Okay, I guess that does it for today. With that, this closes the cycle 1 of the ARRL Western Massachusetts traffic net. I'd like to thank the Northern Berkshire Amateur Radio Club for the use of the Mount Greylock K1FFK 146.91 repeater. The time now is 10:18. I'll now return the repeater back to normal amateur radio use. Thank you to all the stations that checked in. We had a great check-in this morning. This is KF4LHH. I'm now signing clear. 73s have a good Monday, everybody.
Hello, Obi.
Hello, radio.
Yeah, why don't you come on up and operate some? You got a good voice on the radio.
That's like another site, they say, you have a good face for radio.
I wouldn't say that, but you got lots of food for the week anyway. I was just out doing some more shopping, picking up the staples, muffins and bagels and
I'll tell you, if I can get a few people that I know that don't have wheels, I'll see if I can get them up there. You probably know who. My buddy Pete, he's quite the contest guy. He just got a card back from a contest 2 years ago. I think it was one of the Cuban ones. Anyway, we'll see what we can do. Contests are too fast for me. I like to go slow, enunciate, and pronounce, and so forth. But anyway, sometimes it works, sometimes not. Anyway, last time I was up there, I came in from the wrong end, and I wasn't about to turn around.
Yeah, you don't come in from Windsor. It's still frozen solid up there. There's probably still 6 inches to a foot of snow and ice on that stretch of road. But remember, this isn't like a weekend contest or something. This is a week-long thing, and after the first day or two, it slows down to a nice steady pace. And of course, VHF, UHF, that stuff's going to be pretty slow anyway. So you can program the voice keyer, just punch F1 and call CQ and wait for people to come back until 6 meters opens up somewhere, and then they're going to be piled up. So I haven't heard much of that recently. N1 QOV, K1 triple T.
Okay. Well, I remember when I first got my ticket, or a little bit after the VHF contests were gangbusters. I actually went out and bought some amplifiers, but seems to have lost interest lately. The spring VHF, UHF stuff, N1 QOV.
Yeah. Haven't heard much of openings on 6 meters. I was listening most of yesterday and quite a bit Saturday. Every now and then you'd hear a W4 pop in for a few seconds, and meteor scatter and go away. And some other guys were reporting some E-skip, but I didn't hear anything. Hopefully we'll get something during the week anyway.
Well, I guess it's bound to happen. I never worked a lot of 6, but I guess bang, it's in there, and then bang, it's gone. What was the old thing? Turn on channel whatever TV, and if it gets dark or gets bright, 6 is opening. Why don't you just turn 6 meters on?
Well, the guys are really into it. They listen just outside of the band, I guess, for European television carriers, and they can tell pretty much where the band's open. In fact, there was somebody, was it K1SIX or I forget. He was had some kind of monitor on was channel 2 or 3, pointing down towards Atlanta, somewhere down that way, and he could tell when there was a good meteor, and he'd hop on and suddenly start calling, and it was just because he saw a big meteor and the TV signals getting reflected.
Yeah, like the old days of antenna TV with a plane flying over. The ghosting multipath. I was going to ask you, does the being over the ocean, like from the East Coast down to South America, is over the ocean increase the signal?
The ocean reflection helps a little bit. If it's 2 or 3 hops, reflecting off the ocean may be a little bit better than reflecting off the continent. But the big thing with going across the equator is the ionosphere tilts as it goes to the south, and then past the equator, it tilts back the other way. So you get some weird reflections that'll get you down into South America where you normally wouldn't expect
it. Yeah. Well, I know what is it on 10? It's like Puerto Rico's in there, gangbusters, and a few of the other South American, Central American countries. Bing, what was I gonna? Oh man, I lost it. Hey, did you ever? What is it? The long path, hear yourself or whatever?
I've never heard myself, the long delayed echoes, but I've heard plenty of stations with round the world multipath where you hear them one way and quarter to a half second delay coming around the other way. It gets pretty hard to copy some people, especially on CW. If the strength on the long path is strong, it can be pretty tough. But it's interesting on voice sometimes to listen to the echoes and get some amazing sounds out of that. Mostly 20, 15, occasionally on
10. Okay, Dave. K1T N1 QOV. I was gonna. Oh, there was a site. I'm not sure if it was the ARRL or maybe it could have been an Alpha Charlie 6 Victor, but they had a little tutorial about what all these different sounds are, like meteor scatter and all that other junk. You don't happen to know where one of those sites are, do you?
not offhand, but I'm sure if you Google around, look for stuff, meteor scatter or auroral propagation, multi-path. There's probably some place that's got some good recordings of all that stuff. The one it gets a lot of the 6 meter, 2 meter guys, but if they don't know about it, is the auroral stuff, where suddenly you hear everybody whispering and wonder what's going on.
That's a new one on me. AUR oral, like Aurora.
Yeah, like Northern Lights, Aurora. I don't know how to spell it. AURORA, something like that. It'll pop up in the spell checker, I'm sure. But yeah, the first time somebody hears that and they don't know what it is, it can be really confusing, especially on CW. But it can really be productive if you're in there at the right times.
Okay. Well, I hear all these weird noises, and oftentimes I don't know what it is. Something. Yeah, I splashed your bulletin or message, whatever, all over the internet. So there should be no dearth of getting the message out. And I think it's still running here. And the Ustream cam looks great. Looks great for the wide area that it's covering. It's not broadcast quality, but looks great, Dave. And thanks for doing that. I got about an hour's worth of problem trying to straighten with Google Chrome and ding. Well, anyway, thanks for that, Dave. I'll let you go for now. I have to wrap up recording this video. K1TTTN1QOV. I'll be clear on your final.
Okay, that's pretty good timing. I'm just bouncing my way up East Windsor Road now. I think the road the other way is bad. This way is pretty bouncy. Not too many potholes, just lots of frost heaves. But yeah, I had to cut the quality back. That camera will do 1080p, but when I tried it even on the medium resolution, it was too much for my DSL. It was just clogging it up and kept dropping out. So I had to cut it back to low resolution and dial the quality back a little bit. I was kind of disappointed. I downloaded their desktop program, and that's pretty nice, but I couldn't dial it back far enough. It didn't have a low resolution setting or something that I could find in there, and when I tried to turn the quality down, it wants you to buy the subscription to change that stuff. So I said to heck with it. I'm just running off of the flash thing. Okay, catch you later. Hope you can make it up. Drag a few people up with you. N1 QOV, K1 Triple T Mobile.
Okay, Dave 73 N1 QOV.
K1 Triple T from W1D WA.
Oh,
USA,
there's a blast from the past. Haven't heard you in a while.
I've been confined to quarters since November, but I'm getting back now, David. You got enough high-speed CW guys up there that are non-computer literate?
I've got a couple of good high-speed ones coming up. Lenny will be up Monday and Tuesday